Why the Japanese do not talk about Nanking. Peace before the storm. Nanking, 1937. A once bustling capital city in China, preparing for winter. No one knew it would soon become a graveyard. As the Japanese Imperial Army advanced, civilians hoped surrender might spare them. They were wrong. The siege begins. On December 13th, the Japanese army stormed into Nanking. They met little resistance, but what came next was not war, it was slaughter. With no distinction between soldier or civilian, the unaliving began immediately. A sick contest. Captured soldiers were marched to the edge of rivers and executed in groups, hundreds at a time. Beheadings, bayonet practice, mass shootings. Some Japanese officers even held contests to see who could unalive the most men. The women's hell. Up to 80,000 women were R-worded. Elderly grandmothers, teenagers, and girls. Some were taken in broad daylight. Others were assaulted in front of family, then many were mutilated or unalived. Children were not spared. Infants were torn from their mothers, some thrown into the air, and caught on bayonets. Children were unalived for crying. Others were forced to witness their families' deaths before being slaughtered themselves. The silent heroes. A few foreigners stayed. Missionaries, doctors, teachers. They created a safety zone and rescued thousands. They hid the wounded, wrote reports, and risked their lives just for documenting the truth. The mass graves. Bodies piled in alleys, rivers, and fields. Trucks dumped corpses into giant pits. The air reeked of blood and decay. By the time it ended, up to 300,000 people were unalived. The official denial. Despite overwhelming evidence, eyewitnesses, photographs, tribunal records, some Japanese officials still deny it happened. School textbooks downplay or erase the massacre completely. Memory carved in stone. China built memorials to preserve the memory. Survivors still speak, though many are now in their final years. Their stories live on, not for revenge, but so future generations remember what unchecked cruelty looks like. Never again. The Nanking Massacre isn't just Chinese history, it's human history. And forgetting it means it can happen again.
If you enjoyed it and want more, don't forget to like and follow, but also share and repost.